Have you ever found yourself out there caught in a storm wondering, when's the helicopter going to be here? How are we going to get this patient out of the wilderness? Well, here at the 2023 MRA conference in Flagstaff, Arizona, we'll be learning a little bit about helicopter techniques, rescue, timing, ingress, egress, what to do with them, how to call for them, how to work around them, how to be safe with them, and how they can be used as a tool to help our patients in the work that we do as MRA members. Also at this conference, I'll be learning from a variety of other experts on several topics. So I invite you to come join us this year and next year as we get together and sharpen our skills as MRA members. See you soon.
I work on a few local rescue teams, primarily Henderson County Rescue is the one I've been on the longest, and more recently joined Transylvania County Rescue and the Appalachian Mountain Rescue Team.
So I am coming down from the Deschutes County Mountain Rescue Unit in Bend, Oregon.
Weber County Search and Rescue, and I am a part of the Mountain Rescue Team.
For this day's operation, we were focusing on a low hover environment of coming in and doing a low hover ingress and egress. So what that looked like is we were largely sheltering in a pre-designated location. The helicopter was coming into that environment, and then we were waiting for direction from the rescue technician.
Walking in and just being aware of the helicopter's position and the rotor blades, and as you're approaching, making sure that your partner is crouched and that you have some sort of contact so that you're able to communicate.
Then get into our seat, put on our seatbelt, and put on our headset and establish radio comms with the aircraft.
I'm ready for forward. 242. And Cap 242, we don't have radar out here, so if you can give us a little bit more of a heads up before you enter the Delta.
Egress was very similar, waiting for communication from someone on board the aircraft.
Visual or auditory signal from the rescue specialist, who is going to wave to us to tell us to start disembarking the aircraft. So we would take off our headset, we would take off our seatbelt, and then we carefully exit the aircraft.
On the step. On the skid. Down. Go with second one. Station 45 Alpha Foxtrot Flagstaff Tower. Verify your VFR.
We had to exit the helicopter, making sure we were staying low and stepping gently.
And identify and maintain a safe position and waiting for the helicopter to disembark.
Cherokee X-ray, Yankee Bravo, Skylane. First one's on the skid. Flagstaff Tower X-ray, Yankee Bravo. Alright, second one's coming on the skid. Inside. Good altitude. Bring in the first one. First one is unbuckling. Move to the door. On the step. On the skid. Down. Go with the second one. On the step. On the skid. On the ground. We're ready for up. Altitude there. Bringing the first one in. Ready? First one is on the skid. On the step. Moving in. Heels on the ground. On the skid. On the step. Moving in.
Behind the doorway. Ready for easy up.
Entering a left turn.
Ready for forward.
Comms. 3 Hotel Mike, you copy the disregard traffic now factor.
We're going to drop these two out. Ingress. Actually, we'll do a go around. Ingress the other two. Good altitude there. Bring in the first one. On the step, on the skid. On the ground. Moving second.
Rescue 2 off comms.
On the step. On the skid. On the ground. Ready for up.
The hover ingress and egress training is designed so that we can train people that we may have to put in or take out of rescue scenes. And because of the complexity of it and the difficulty of it with the helicopter and the changing in the movement and changing in center of gravity, it's really important that we make sure these teams understand as they're coming into the aircraft and they're moving across the aircraft that it is a very dynamic event. If the helicopter moves, the pilot has to make adjustments. And so as they're climbing in and out of the aircraft, being smooth, putting gear in, keeping that center of gravity in close so that we don't take a chance on someone falling off or getting injured or pinched between a rock and the skid or their knee or ankle twisted with the skid.
We were able to do a demonstration of two different types of hoist operations, one being a tag-lined subject transferring one up, so it was just the person being rescued in a screamer suit heading up into the helicopter with a tagline from the ground. And then the second half of that was the second person, who was myself, heading up into the helicopter with an attendant and without a tagline in a dynamic hoist operation.
Change in TFC there. Obstacle clearance, we've got the upsloping terrain left and right. And then off the nose, and obviously the winds are an obstacle today too, so I'll keep you posted on any change in TFZ there. Copy. SO ready for skid? Ready for skid. Then on a little cable. Empty hook in hand. Connecting weights to an empty hook. Empty weights are connected, taking out slack. RS is on the skid, Orca is attached. SO's ready to hoist. Ready for hoist. Clear to start your run in, advise you lose sight of the target, I'll take the con. Starting running, move back. Tail is clear, weight's clear. 2, 1, easy forward 5, hold your right. TFC is right below the aircraft. 14 feet of cable out. RS is 1/3 of the way out. Taking out slack. Hold position, hold position. RS is on the deck.
Fly away for the obvious reasons, right? It's just a distraction. It's really, it's just get out of there.
Yeah.
Let these guys do their work.
Who's the second one going up?
Single up, hot seat, tagline attached, aircraft has the offset, coming around for the setup. All right, at the rest. SO ready for skid? Ready for skid. You're going to get the hoist boom advisory. Hoist boom. Paying out a little more cable, SO moving to skid. SO on the skid. Boomed out all the way. SO ready to hoist. Ready to hoist. Line is tensioning. Prepare to take the load. Ready. Taking the load. Power check. Tagline attached. Load is off the deck. Holding load. Tagline is broken away. Forward 30. Forward 30. Load is halfway in. Load is approaching the skid. Load is just above the skid. Load is at the skid, connecting Orca. You can slow your speed at this time. Orca is attached. Orca is attached. We can slow it down. Good job, Jonah.
Yeah, you as well.
I'm going to boom in just a little bit. I'm moving into the cabin.
Copy.
Booming in. Stand by, Russ. Disconnecting hook. RS is in seat and on Orca. She is on seatbelt and on Orca. Hoist complete. Yeah. So by all accounts, I guess that was a dynamic hoist. She broke at about, I want to say like 15 feet.
Oh, it was early, yeah.
Yeah, it was really early.
Tagline actually broke a little bit early, and so it caused us to immediately go into a dynamic event and show that it does happen that those things are designed to break away, broke away a little bit sooner than we were planning on, but the difficulties of that and just what can happen and the importance for the crews and the rescuers to recognize these things and react quickly in order to mitigate a problem and keep it from getting worse. It is knowing the familiarity, knowing capabilities, knowing what each of their local aircraft can do, and then their role with those aircraft, from communicating to landing them, to actually getting in and out of the aircraft, and then utilizing them for rescues.
Well, hopefully, just an understanding of these helicopter operations, for egress, hoist operations, just to get a kind of a broad picture of the type of rescues that can be performed.
So the more that they practice, the more familiar with the complexities of it, the difficulties of it, in a controlled environment, then the more likely they are to have a successful event or a successful rescue.
In particular, we learned about the safe operations in this environment with this aircraft. So we highlighted the importance of doing these trainings and interacting with whatever air services are available where you're at.
3 key takeaways from today's class: get on the helicopter very softly so you don't rock the boat too much. Secondly, keep a tight fit so that you don't have items flying all over the place. And thirdly, just being super aware of the blades and the rotors, always identifying where they are and making sure that you're staying very clear of them.
The importance of training with whoever your local providers are, the importance of establishing a relationship and trust with those agencies, so then they can trust the information that you're sharing with them is what they need, and you can work to help each other out.
Being aware of the aircrafts that we use in our area and what their procedures are was a key takeaway, and I'm super excited to take that back to my team.
The classroom session was fairly quick and brief, but during that time we got a good picture of what the days were going to look like, where we're going to be, and a couple of safety precautions about helicopters and what to be aware of.
We spent a lot of time working on the safety and operations of what the day was going to look like and helicopter operations for what we were going over today, which was largely around low hover ingress and egress out of helicopters.
We reviewed the different learning modules that are on Mountain Rescue Association's website. So just a quick refresh of those, and then talk about what to expect, our agenda for the day.
I found out about the scholarship through our region, the Oregon Mountain Rescue Council, or OMRC. And once I found out that there was scholarship available, it both allowed me personally to be able to go to the conference for the first time myself, although I've been in search and rescue for a long time. I haven't been able to go to a national conference, but also for our unit to both come and learn about the conference and the value in coming. And so I imagine in future years, not only will the scholarship be available for other folks, but we'll probably be able to send other folks too.
Just super nice to be able to access this learning and to connect with other individuals from all over the United States and learn from them. Grow in my experience and my position with Beaver County Search and Rescue, so I'm super grateful for that. Conference was super cool. So this is my first conference And it's a great first conference to attend.
This is just being able to experience how individual units are dealing with the same challenges that we're having and trying to figure out the creative solutions that other organizations have used.
During the conference, those classes are great, but they're short. And so the pre-conference really gives you a lot of time to dive into the topics.
Just a lot going on, and which makes it really fun to be here learning, but also connect with my team in a way that I probably wouldn't have an opportunity to had it not attended.
The learning is just exponential.
Accessing different sessions quickly and easily.
There are places in the country and other organizations that have different resources that you can learn to advocate for wherever you're at.
Biggest piece of advice is come.
Remember South House
want to leave a tail of that quick plot outside of the room. Even if you're going to do more quick plot into another, more into it, you can use multiple quick plots and leave the tails out. What that does is that allows the components to